Hello friends, how are you? Today's topics about thread. Thread is one of the most important part in Java. So first of all, we know about the theory part about thread. So what is thread? And next I explain it in a program. Okay, let's start in theory part. Thread in Java. A thread is a thread of execution in a program. Now simplify it. Suppose we type something in MS Word. When we typing word and error, some spelling error or sentence error, that time we display some red line or blue line. So this is one of the example of thread. Here parallel processing is to be done here. When we typing A, B, C, D, this is one task, and another is take this word into the dictionary and then check is it present. If present, then nothing do. If not present of your any type of error in sentence, then it show the error. So this is another task. So Windows OS can execute several programs simultaneously. This ability is known as multitasking. In system terminology is called multi-threading. Now this is user. When computer different tasks at a time, that time we call it is multitasking. And if it is system do this job, it's called thread. So the user point of view, it is called multitasking. System respected, it's called thread. Okay, now we explain it in a Java program. Let's start. And in this program you understand properly what is thread and how it works. Okay, let's start. Class, suppose this is app1, application 1. Okay, here write a function public void run. Okay, now write here create a loop for int k is equal to 1, k less than is equal to 10, k plus plus. Okay, and print here system dot out dot print. Okay, not println, we use here backslash n. Suppose this is 1. Okay, just simple a program. I create a run function in app1 class. Now create another class, suppose this is our project 10. You must remember the first letter of the class name always be capital. Now public static void main string argument as a string okay. Now this is class app1. Now I create a object of app1 and run this run file. Okay, so create that object, write the class name app1. Suppose this is a1 is equal to new app1. Okay, now just print a1, run the run file, run and run. Okay, now save the file in E drive, my Java project 10. File name same name as the class name where the void main is present. So the name of this file is prj10 dot extension java. Okay, now save it. Now compile it. So java c, file name prj10 dot java. Okay, no problem. Now run the bytecode java project 10. Okay, 11111. Okay, a thread, suppose thread name t1, okay, is equal to new thread. Okay, now I write here t1 dot sleep, most interesting function, sleep. That means the processor becomes sleep for 1 second, so that means 1000, half second, 500. Okay, now let's see what happened. Now must be some error. Okay, unreported exception. Okay, must be caught or clear through sleep. So this is called uninterrupted exceptions. How to handle this type of exception? Just I told the processor, please try it. Okay, just human behavior, try. Okay, when we use try, then we must be use catch. Okay, so right here catch. Okay, there is the exceptions. The name of this exception is interrupted exceptions. You can write these exceptions directly, or it is not necessary to write it directly. Write it. You just write the exceptions. Okay, is the most popular process to handling exceptions. Catch, just write here exception and e. Okay, just write this. So this is try. You must remember this is try and this is catch. Okay, this is the part of exceptional handling. Okay, let's see what happened. Compile it. Okay, no problem. Just clear the screen and run the bytecode. Slowly, half second sleeping, then do, half second sleeping, then do. Okay, so thread just sleeping the process, sleep the process for half second. Okay, 500 millisecond. Now I copy this whole program, that means plus app1, Ctrl C, copy and paste. Okay, so this is app1, and now I change the name of this class app2, and system just print not 1 here. I write here TWO2. Okay, the program is quite same. Now create another class object of app2. So this is suppose a2 is equal to new app2. Okay, now a1 dot run, and I write here a2 dot run. Okay, save. Now compile it. One. That means the first object is a1. So 1 functions run 2. Okay. Now you thought what is the extraordinary things in Java? We can do same type of job in C or C++. So why we use here? What is the extra facility in Java? Okay, let's see what the Java is do now. C++ can't do this. Okay, let's see. Now I write here start, S-T-A-R-T, start, S-T-A-R-T, start. Okay, is there any functions whose name is start is present here? No. So we know this is an error. Let's see. Okay, this is an error. Cannot find symbol a1 dot start. Yes, start. We have no functions the name which name is start. So this is error. We know it. Now extends thread. Okay, so that means we inherit everything of thread class, and same Ctrl V here. Okay, now save it and compile it again. Let's see. Not 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 1 2 1 2 1. This is parallel processing. Both loops, that means the class thread 1 and thread 2. That means app2 and app1. Those both class have a run functions, and though both runs now start. Just boom, and both are starting parallelly. Sometimes this is, sometimes this, sometimes this, sometimes this. So this is parallel processing. This is multitasking, and system view, it's called multi-threading. Sometimes prints this loop and this loop, this loop, this loop, app1, app2, 1 2 1 2. Okay, now suppose 2, I write 100 here. Okay, let's see what's happened. app2 sleep 100, that means 2 . What happened here? Maximum 2 are present here. 2 2 2 2 2. when he start to 100 5 times 1 2 and then 500 1, then again 2 then 1. This is parallel processing. So this, why 2 multi-time speed? Because the duration of 2 is small than 1, and this is the fun of threading. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you. And for examination view, it is most important. Okay, so you must note it in your exercise book. Okay, bye bye.